So today I went to see Alien Romulus with my dad, and we really, really enjoyed it. There was actually a um, father and son about my age, maybe a little difference in age to me and my dad, and the guy said, "Oh, did you see this movie?" And I said, "No." He said, "I think you're gonna like it if you liked um, Prometheus and Covenant, and I like those movies too. I think you're really gonna like it." And I said, "Oh, cool, thank you." And so I really enjoyed it. It had a lot of callbacks to the original. One was, and I'm just gonna give some spoilers here. Ian Holm, who was when he was a lot younger, back in 1979, he was in the first one. And he played an android. Um, he was also Bilbo Baggins in the first Lord of the Rings. He was the older guy that played Bilbo Baggins, and he's been in a bunch of other stuff. He's a classic actor, and so callbacks like that. There was music from Prometheus. There was mentions to Wayland. I don't know if Wayland was I haven't watched the originals in so long. If he was mentioned in the original films, but he was definitely mentioned and shown in Prometheus. And I thought that there was a lot to live up to because Prometheus and Covenant were so good for me. Anyway, the critics hated it apparently, but they my nerdy friends said, "Don't listen to the critics. Go see Prometheus. You're gonna love it." And I ended up going to see it and loving it. And so there was a lot to live up to. I thought those films were really good, and um, you know, maybe effects wise better than the originals. I thought, like the originals, I thought Ridley Scott with those two films did really good. You know, practical effects when he could do it. You know, this film, there were some really good gross out scenes. I don't want to give them all away, but there were some really good ones. I wouldn't say there were more gross out scenes in this than there were in Prometheus or Covenant. I think both had some pretty good gross out scenes. I would say it was definitely in the vein of a horror film, a lot of things jumping out at you. The director of this, I don't want to butcher his name. You spell it Fede Alvarez. So it was definitely in the vein of a horror movie, and it was a Disney film because it was 20th Century Studios, so Disney produced it. So really good film. I would highly recommend it. If you're at all queasy at gross out scenes, maybe this film isn't for you. But if you like horror films, if you like a little gore with your not overly, I mean, I would actually say that The Hills Have Eyes and the 2007 um, uh, Chainsaw Massacre were more gory than this. Especially the fact that like Chainsaw Massacre was basically introducing cannibalism into the story, which I don't care for. I don't care for that kind of horror. It's just not my thing. But this was really good. It was a really good alien film with a lot of homages to the original films. Like I said, Ian Holm for the first one. There were other ones that I maybe didn't catch because I'm not as knowing of all of the storylines of the original films. Where it takes place, so Prometheus and Covenant were prequels to Alien. They took place before. They kind of showed you how it all came to be. This one was in between Alien 1 and Alien 2. So I did 2 with Sigourney Weaver. So I think there was a callback to Sigourney Weaver. Definitely, they showed her picture. She's apparently in cryostasis at this point. And she's in cryostasis, like in a tube or something. So I guess she's going to come out in the second movie. And this movie is before that, but after the first film. So, but like after Prometheus, after Covenant. So really enjoyed it. Highly recommend it. And I think if you like the previous films in the series, I think you will like this one. It was done really well. The director did an awesome job. The score was really good. I definitely want to listen to that in full and just really, really, really enjoy it. I'm gonna actually hook up a plug in my good headphones just to listen to it. I have a sort of late game tonight. Yankees are playing Texas, so I'll plug that in. Maybe listen to it before after they charge up. Maybe listen to that on my JBL speakers. Really good soundtrack. Really highly recommend this movie. If you like the originals, if you like Prometheus, if you like Covenant, and you like I would say the first three Alien movies was probably the best out of the originals. I think you're probably gonna love this. You're probably gonna love this. Great, great horror sci-fi film. So, thank you everybody, and have a great, great day.